It's about being grass-fed 365 days a year, free to roam.
It lets you have a lot of creativity, put something special on the menu.
It's just so tender, it's moist, it's amazing. Yum. So now that I've used 1 minute of my 5 minutes, what we've just seen is an example of how at Silver Fern Farms we're constantly looking to connect our farmer experts with our chef experts and our armchair experts, or what we call our armchair enthusiasts, who are our foodie consumers at home. When we get the connection points happening correctly between market, channel and brand, something magic happens. I'm going to use New Zealand as an example today because it's always more relevant when it's in our backyard. That approach that we're taking is maturing in New Zealand, but it's indicative of the approach that we're taking as we globalise our strategy into value-add markets. So you've heard a lot today about the crazy, fast-paced, accelerating world that we find ourselves in, and research and insight has never been more key at this time. But at the end of the day, all people really crave is human connection, and that's not changing. And that's what we're constantly at Silver Fern Farms trying to create in new and different ways that cuts through. Hopefully that's going to work. No? Cool. So 2018 will be the 4th year of our Plate to Pasture Awards. So I wanted to start on farm and say this is our program to recognise excellence in our farmers, and it's a really important part of our brand proposition. So our chefs and consumers want to know that there are Silver Fern farmers standing behind the product, setting the standard, raising the bar and delivering unrivalled taste experiences. Each year, our best venison farmers, and some of you are here in the room today, from around the country are celebrated. They're profiled, photographed, videoed, interviewed, and that content is then packaged up and shared with our audiences in New Zealand and around the world. Those stories really help us to connect plate to pasture. They serve to shorten the supply chain between in our consumers' eyes. They give the brand a human face, and they make all our urban consumers really yearn for their rural roots. We're finding better and more clever ways to deliver that experience to the world in New Zealand. So you'll see things in the next 12 to 18 months where we try things like 3D videos and immersive experiences in New Zealand, virtual farm visits, and traceable QR code technology. So from our farmer experts to our chef experts, again, can you move that on for me? Technology. Not working. Sorry, can you move that for me? Cool, thanks. So to our chefs, this is the 5th year of our annual Restaurant Awards, designed to celebrate the creativity and expertise of New Zealand's best chefs. Can you move it on for me again? Thanks. Of the 63 entries we've had in 2018, 23 were venison, and that was a third and the highest representation we've had. So we're really pleased to see venison punching above its weight in terms of proteins. And out of the 12 finalists, 4 have put forward venison dishes this year, which are incredible dishes. So our local food scene's in really good heart. We've also added a new category, which is emerging chef this year, so we can make sure we're passing on the mantle of taking venison to new culinary heights to future generations. So these chefs too want to feel connected to the source of their product, and we connect the dots between the two initiatives by hosting events of the finalist restaurants where farmers and diners come together and share their experience and savour delicious. Can you move it on for me again? Thank you. And the luxury of working in the food service and then having a retail string to our bows, that we then take those trends and techniques that we're seeing in food service and we take them mainstream into a consumer's world, so that our food lovers can create incredible dishes from the comfort of their own home and be guaranteed a great experience. So this winter we're running a promotion in store, a consumer-orientated campaign designed to teach them how to infuse different spices and exotic flavours from around the world. We're trying to expand their taste horizons get them increasing their venison repertoire and enjoying venison more frequently. And they see the things that we're doing in the restaurant awards and that the chefs are doing, and they get inspired. That expertise rubs off on them, and it all adds to the perception of the Silver Fern Farms brand. One more. So finally, we're reaching those consumers in many different ways, and we're getting great engagement through our social platforms. And what's most rewarding is when we get the comments back from our venison consumers that are so convinced. And that word of mouth, we take that and we amplify that content. And that's another more powerful connection. Finally, that's reflecting, next one. That's reflecting in the consistent growth that we're delivering in New Zealand in our retail program. It's really pleasing to see that consistent growth and the model of those three initiatives working together to generate that brand confidence. One more, last one. And so at the end of the day, if you make a genuine connection with your brand and the consumer, you get trust. And we're particularly proud this year to be ranked 12th in the 2018 Colmar-Brunton Reputation Index, and that's a great platform for us to build on for our brand and to globalise that. Thanks.